Hey guys, welcome to 1000 Lies. I think. New game, load game, extras, and settings. So, this is a dating simulator, I think. Pretty sure it is. And I have no idea what it's about. So, let's get started. Yeah. New game. Alright. That's a lot of words. Much like the origin of our dreams, three youths forged their friendships out of unclear beginnings. The innocence of their childhood souls knew nothing of the ulterior motives that the jaded mind of an adult might have. It's a pity that no decision knows of virtue, a fabrication which lies beyond the chromatic spectrum of consequences that adults insist on simplifying only as either black or white. This game is deep, jeez. So they maintain that lies should not be told. Lying is wrong. With empty words, they wage their futile battle against human nature, pretending to know of what they speak. It's ironic how, rather than erasing lies by teaching us not to fabricate falsehoods, we learn to make them better. After all, who honestly seeks the truth? We only open our ears to the confirmations of our biases. That is very true. And that's strange, because in my opinion, there is no one who is more sincere with their words than the greatest liar of them all. Ooh. Ooh. That's not one song that everyone uses. I know the name, but I can't remember it. It's like Loon something. Notes fell readily from my memory and onto the piano keys at my fingertips, recreating the trite sounds of Maestro Debussy's esteemed melody. I played for no attentive listeners, in no grand auditorium. Only one man fell within earshot of my tune. As weak with his words as with his posture, he shifted his eyes about in a mixture of fear and doubt. That rhymed. Even if I were to close my eyes, I could draw his features in the void with nothing more than my memories. Every feature, every pulsing movement, the signs on his face that age had yet to win its long battle against his youth. I can still taste the crisp, bittersweet flavor of my mind. My mind gave to the air on the day I found him, staring so intently at the starry sky as if he wanted to leave the rest of the world behind. Oh my god, I am having a bad day talking today. That infamous night, quietly overseen by Maestro Debussy, would change everything forever. Come on, wanna go see how haunted that mansion really is? The boy could hardly contain his excitement as he spoke. His two friends, his only audience, frowned in response, reluctant to give him their answer. They couldn't be fooled by such superstitions as ghosts, nor were they motivated to spend their time disproving their existence. Yet somehow, they just couldn't find it in themselves to say no to their eager friend, perhaps due to his eloquence. I don't know how to say that word. Or, to be frank, his persistence. Eloquence? I think that's how you say it. Their entrance was heralded by abandoned spiderwebs, ramshackle walls, and frayed curtains. Unfortunately, there were no specters to speak of. The boy had little need of his ghosts now, though, for the trembling signs of fear that gripped his friends served more than adequately as his entertainment for the day. So our intrepid leader took point, taking his exploration party deeper into the dust-veiled interior of the old mansion. He brought his attention to a single book laid atop an aging podium, a sure sign that no pages of content were more worthy of reading than those found within this centerpiece on display. Its words were still legible, if only just, and apart from the rest of its treatise on keeping close relationships unbroken, it offered a dire warning. Oh my god, this is so long to read. Desecrating that which does not belong to you will bring nothing but punishment. That which you love will inevitably become the greatest of your fears. When, during this, I actually don't know how to say that. Zygzagi? 3 elements must become 2. Which one will you discard? If it had been a spell from a witch's book, the 3 youths lacked the knowledge to understand it. Nonetheless, they would soon regret having brought life to the words upon the page. Is this like... Does it switch between first person and second person, or is there a different fourth party here? I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm yawning because I had a long day. From out of the darkness, shackles appeared and bound the 3 together with unbreakable chains that only they could see, doomed to keep each other's company internally. Go away, you. There's a notification there. I don't know if you could see it, but I saw it. Kid. Hey, do you think I could learn to play the piano? How young is this kid?
Hey, do you think I could learn how to play the piano?
Are you serious? Why should I bother to teach you? You've had more time to learn than I have.
No, that's not what I meant. I was just curious.
Well, it's a simple question with a long and complicated answer. So here it is. No.
What? Why not?
Do you really need me to spell it out for you?
You're the expert. It shouldn't be hard to tell me what's wrong.
What's wrong? Oh, where do I begin? For example, those sausage links you call your fingers. You think there's any instrument that would accommodate you?
It sounds like you're just trying to make me go away. I've never heard of anyone not being able to play a piano for such a stupid reason.
I suppose that depends on your goals. You can bang away at the keys to your heart's content, for example.
You're not very good at this pep talk thing, you know?
It was a strange spell which bound the 3 youths together. Should they try to spread out and seek their own paths, the chains on their legs would grow tighter, keeping them together. But if 2 of them agreed to stay close to each other, they could grant the 3rd prisoner an extended length of distance. The links in the chains were uninterrupted by obstacles. They only enforced the proximity. There's like 2 plots going on here at the same time, by which its prisoners must be held. Still, they could find a way to live with their curse, with none but themselves being the wiser to it. And how could anyone believe that 3 friends have been physically bound by a chain which eludes the sight of everyone but its prisoners, passes through all obstructions, and is untouchable to anyone else? Under the premise that they used to spend all their time together, none of them thought this incident would harm their lives too much. Using their imaginations, they could manage some way to go on with their lives. In time, a change came upon them. Just as the origins of their friendship remained unclear, so too would it be difficult to pin down just what had kept them united. The light of their childhood innocence would die a slow death, or perhaps Even that innocence was another lie, fabricated to disguise their selfishness. These were the thoughts which plagued the leader's mind as he began to silently observe the faces of the ones he once called his friends, who had now become unrecognizable to him. And unable to find the words to form his apology, he chose to simply run away. Oh. Come off it already. You didn't come here for a piano lesson. If you've got something to say, spit it out already. But the kid merely choked on his words. Go away, you. There's another notification, like right there. Go away. But the kid merely choked on his words, unable to force... Oh, it's a guy. Unable to force his thoughts into the open air. You don't have to say a thing if you don't want to. You're a grown man and you can make your own decisions. You don't need me to tell you what to do. Just know that every choice comes with a price. I don't want you to come crying to me later as if I were responsible for your decisions. Through the corner of my eye, I could see that no amount of shaming language would drive him away. Yet he still smiled about in his own indecisiveness. I sighed audibly, making my displeasure with our status quo abundantly clear. Fine. Do you want to know what made me want to learn how to play the piano? It had been an impromptu change of subject, and surprising even myself. I was never one for improvisation. I don't know how to say it. I'm having a hard time speaking today. Bringing a close to the piano's melody, I pushed myself away from the keys. I raised my hands up as if to display them alongside my words. You know what? I talk with my hands a lot. I don't know if it's because I have a little bit of Italian in me. I don't know if I don't know. Oh, God, I'm tired. I'll tell you what spurred me on to play this instrument. It was after someone told me the most discouraging thing. That with fingers as thick as mine, did I say fingers? That with fingers as thick as mine, I would never be able to play an instrument. Any instrument. An instrument. So he ran, struggling against his own loss of breath until the cruel chains trailing behind rose up to remind him of their limited length. But that would not stop him. Surrender was beyond his understanding now. No senseless witchcraft would be allowed to outperform his willpower. He didn't care about the blood or the pain. He would keep on running, empowered by his will, even if his leg were to break. The chain stretched with each step, with the metallic echo of the links breaking behind him. Groaning under the pressure, each link in the chain warped and bent to the breaking point, struggling to match the strength of his determination. So it was that the curse vanished into thin air, leaving no trace that it had ever bound anyone together. Only then did he return to his senses to find what he had bled and suffered to gain: solitude in a barren land, bereft of his friends, of his peers. Bereft, I don't know. Even his footsteps had vanished in the trail behind him. He was truly alone. Never again would he be able to find the important people he had lost. Oh my god, that was a long-ass intro. Chapter 1. Whew, this game is actually making me tired. I don't know what's going on. Based on a true story. Based on a story that should be true. Oof. Oh god damn. Finally, we get some people. Do you mind if I save? I'm gonna save here. Hold on, let me fix the audio. Sorry, it's just fixing audio. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to read it. I'll just load it where I saved it, huh? Yes. Okay, now I can read it. Endyine. Endyine? Endyine? I'm gonna just say Endyine, because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Endyine, I know how you feel about me, but I mean, we spend a lot of time together. It's fun being with you, but like, you're a great friend, so it'd be better not to lose that. I'm sorry, Eden, Endin, I don't know. Undine, Endyine, Endian. I don't know how to say it. Endyine, Endin, Endin, Endin?
I'll look it up later.
I'm sorry, Indian. I don't know what I'm saying. Why did you have to confess to me here and now?
It's not you. It's me. Is that what you wanted to say? But the truth is that until now, I was your second choice. The backup in case the first didn't pan out. Am I wrong? Oh man, that's cold.
No. It's not like that, I swear.
That's precisely the issues, Ziva? I'm gonna say Ziva. I don't know how to say these names! That's precisely the issue, Ziva. I'm tired of hedging my words with you, with everyone. I knew that nothing could ever be the same after confessing, after expressing how I felt. I thought you would accept my feelings and I was happy. I couldn't believe that someone like me could connect with another person. Although now I see that it was all fake. I've been thinking about it, and now it's clear to me. One of us has been playing with the other's emotions without considering the consequences. And now you don't even have the courage to go back. In spite of finding out the truth. Don't you see that with that attitude, we can only hurt ourselves? I thought I loved and adored you. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe I was deceiving myself with all those times we spent together. Or maybe it was just my lack of experience. The only thing I do know is that we can't keep going down this painful road. Oh my god. And even so, a part of me doesn't want to let you go. Even if that means we're only friends. Even knowing the suffering that awaits me. Sieran, what are you thinking? How could you say something like that? Whispers spread throughout the classroom. Oh, those are not whispers. Those are loud. That's just normal talking. As expected, we became the center of attention, and students from all of the nearby classrooms crowd around to eavesdrop. The pressure put on me by the current situation makes my legs begin to shake. Still, somehow I managed to look calm and composed. Oh my god. Who are you? Where are your eyes? Why? There's always like one character in anime that always has their eyes closed. I mean, how do they see? How? And why do they keep their eyes so closed all the time? Oh my god. Come on, Siva. CR. What kind of names are these? Let's take a minute to calm down, okay? Don't you think it'd be better to talk about this later? The next class is gonna start any moment, and I don't think you're one to talk, Aussie. Everything is your fault after all. Huh? What did I do now? So you already knew. Nobody told me, if that's what you're worried about. I figured it out on my own. I just had to put two and two together. I don't think I understand what's going on. Would someone care to explain? Yeah, Siva. Explain it to him. wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I ruined the lives of my two best friends because I was selfish. I've already been rejected. I feel like this guy is just, I think the way I'm voicing this is like being all like passive aggressive, but maybe it's not supposed to have that tone.
Are you sure about that, Endon? I don't want to.
Ziva put her hand on my shoulder as if she tries to cheer me up. I nodded her to indicate that she can continue. Then I choose to walk away, leaving them in silence. Pushing my way past a crowd of students and a teacher, I head into the hallway without ever looking back. I'm running away, I know, but there are times when being a coward is the only way to survive on the battlefield. That is true. From the hallway, I can still hear what's happening on the other side of the door. I can hear the woman I love declaring her love for another man. You know what, guys? This is a pretty weird game already. I mean, the whole intro was really weird. I mean, it was good, but it kept cutting back and forth, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna just save here. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Yes, quit.